Sorry about being a little bit late there. This is K4PW net control for the Mount Juliet Simplex Radio Net. I don't think there's any emergency traffic because there's nothing going on at the moment. There's emergency traffic, please call 911. Caught me a little bit now. I just finished eating my breakfast, dinner, and lunch all at one time. No emergency traffic. You can check in at any time, though. Just break if you have an emergency and make sure to tell us where the heck you are. You can break in at any time. For information on that, you can go right now and you go to YouTube and see the feed on my radio there, which I got all messed up. Hang on, I'm trying to straighten this out. There we go. That'll do. Also, I want to get rid of this noise there. There we go. All right. This sorry, although I was a little bit discombobulated because I'm running late. Anyway, you can see us on YouTube, and just look up K4PEW in the search block on YouTube, and then go to live videos, and it'll show this event. Also, you can go to Facebook, and you can see me. Unfortunately, not very well done today on Facebook Live on Facebook, which is MJ Simplexton Net, MJ Simplexton, and you can also go to 146.415.net to look up information on Simplex, which I think is a nice, concise way of talking about Simplex. Going to Groups.io for information on our nets, which our net schedule is right on the front page of the groups site, and you can find the group site on MJSS in their search block. And like I said, you can sign up. See our net schedule. You can also see what our rules or lack of rules is all about, and also what it's a good place to get on the email list for access to the 190 something very qualified amateur radio operators who collectively we know more than just about anybody about ham radio, that is. Well, we know a lot about everything. We know politics, we know science, we know geography, we know state capitals, that kind of stuff. Anyway, or you can send me an email at k4pew@arrl.net. That normally meets at 8 o'clock every Wednesday and Saturday night. Today it started about 8:01. We conduct the net on 146.415 FM Simplex, which we're doing this is for about 3 months away from, almost exactly about 3 months away from finishing 10 years, which is quite phenomenal. Lasted longer than my first marriage. Let's see. The person does have fun. Figure out what you got to do to make your antenna better so everybody can hear you, particularly me, because I'm in the middle here. But I gotta fix that too. Hold on. There we go. I wish I had my image on my screen here. I'm trying to keep it straight, and it's not. As far as announcements, the biggest thing, of course, is the ham radio ham fest in Huntsville. I believe it's the 17th and 18th. You can look it up yourself on hamfest.org, hamfest.org, and that might not be in there. I'm sure there's several other. You're probably going to be there too. And are there any other announcements we need to know about aside from the 10-meter net that's tomorrow night? Tomorrow night, 10-meter net, 7:30 p.m. on 28.415, 28.415 upper sideband. And then Michael, KM4YRF moves over to 29.415 FM, the only simplex net in the universe that I'm aware of on 10 meters. And then moves over to 223.415. We're figuring is one of the, if there's any more 220 nets, we need to know about it, because I haven't seen one, heard one anywhere. Of course, I haven't been everywhere in the country, but collectively, all of our hams have. And he said, no, there's been no other 220 nets on Simplex. All right. Is there any other announcements we need to know about? Any announcements we don't need to know about? All righty. Tonight, I think we're going to go right after the 2-meter net. We're going to do the buy, sell, swap, and swindle. We need to bring that back. We had an event and got a sale, and big sale, big. I think it was $50. Big sale. And also, if you guys want to tell me if anybody got involved in that Showman auction, I'd love to hear about that, because they had a lot of stuff on there, but most of it was boat anchor stuff. All right. If we have no other information on events, if there's no other information on or questions about what's going on, We're going to start right now. We're restarting. This is net number 1024. We'll be starting from the north, but we are going to start first. But first, yeah, that too. On first time check-ins, mobile or people short on time. So please come in.
Kilo November 4, Tango Juliet Foxtrot.
All righty, Kilo Juliet 4, Tango November 5. Okay, Tango Juliet 5, right here. Hey, Rick, it was good to see you today.
Oh, man, it was excellent. I had a great time, man.
Yeah, very good. Yeah, we're going to have to bring more friends, man. There's only six of us, but that's been good. Nice and intimate talk, clearing the world of its problems.
That's true. Man, we could divide into groups or something. But, yeah, that was pretty pleasant, I have to say. I enjoyed it.
Oh, yeah. Well, the bacon adds to the pleasure.
Of course.
Very good. Anything else for the net, Rick?
I do not, but appreciate what you do, Paul. Thanks.
Very good. That was Rick. Kilo November 4, Tango Juliet Foxtrot. He's over West Ashland City. Who else is west? Or no, who else is any place who is short on time, mobile, or first time checking? All right, we're going to move right on to north. Please come in.
KB9 RKK.
Hey, good to hear from you again, Frank. How you doing?
Doing all right. Been busy last couple weeks with training, entertaining. Just been busy.
Very good. Well, that's good. Being busy at work's a good thing. It means the business is good.
Yeah. But it was I don't know how doing less, because it was just not as hard as actual real work, but it just makes you tired.
Oh yeah. Now, you mean the training part?
Yeah, I was mostly assistant because we had foreign guys in. The foreign guy was doing was the main trainer, but I had to jump in and no, we don't do that here. Oh nope, that's not the right word. That kind of stuff.
Yeah. Where was he from?
He was from Germany.
Okay. Real fluent in English, or did he have that Achtung accent?
He was quite good, but he still had the accent.
Oh, that's all right. But I find that when they speak English with the German accent, it sounds pretty good. It sounds kind of formal, but when you hear it, German sounds kind of rough compared to our language or French or Spanish,
Yeah, no, he spoke pretty good. He just sometimes got, couldn't think of the right word or would get stuck. He was quite, funny in ways. He tried to be funny, and it works. And it was good. It was good. So I kind of missed the net last week. I actually took him over to Chattanooga. We went up to Lookout Mountain. I took him some waterfalls and stuff like that. So good. And I had a guy from Mexico City, one of our managers from Mexico City, came along with because he stayed a little extra. So it was good.
Yeah, it sounds kind of fun, but training's never a whole lot of fun. I've been through that drill myself.
Yeah, I mean, you always learn something new. I'm not going to say I never learned nothing new, but it gets kind of boring, especially doing 2 weeks in a row because we had 2 groups. So the second week, I was like, oh, God, I have to hear this all over again.
Well, I found in training, sometimes I learned something from the people in the field as much as I did from the trainer.
Yeah, and that's what I mean. Every time when I do my own training, it's not, it's a little different. Yes, it's tiring, but in a different way. It's from talking and from having it be, the center of attention. And it was nice to not be the center of attention and not to do all the talking, but it's still tired, but I had to sit there and listen and make sure that everything was good,
Oh yeah, I understand. Anything good for the ham radio net?
No, nothing here. I missed because of that I had to miss HamQuest, so I heard it was okay. So I'm sure other people got a bunch of stuff to say, but thanks for doing that, Paul, and I'll turn it back over to you. KB9 RKK.
Yeah, Bill told me it was the highest attendance they've had so far.
Yeah, it was 500. I heard right around 500, so it figures I missed the better one. Oh well, there's I guess next time. There's always next time. Which reminds me, I got to renew the ARRL thing. That's right. Okay.
Well, now you need to schedule to go to the Ham Fest down in Huntsville.
Yeah, isn't that? I think that's next year, right?
No, August 17th and 18th, I believe. Look it up, hamfest.org.
Okay. So you see, I'm glad you did. I'm gonna look that up, but I'm glad that you told me that because that's actually where I usually redo, and I thought I missed it already. See what I'm saying? Brain is scrambling. Oh well, I'll turn it back over to you. Not our kick.
Yeah, very good. Good to be of service here. Yeah, we try to make those announcements. The Ham Fest down there. Huntsville's a good one. It's not as big as, I've never been to Dayton, but they tell me Dayton is downright tiring. And I've been to the one in Orlando, and that one's pretty tiring. And Huntsville's just about right. It's all inside, and it's got a bunch of national vendors usually, and I expect them to be there this year too. So anyway, that was Frank, Kilo Bravo 9, Romeo Kilo Kilo, and he's up in Northwest Wilson. Who else is north?
Coming. 8421.
Hold on, Danny. What was your comment?
Ricky told me Tuesday night that my name was called for that $500 antenna, and I'd already gone.
He's lying.
I don't think he was.
He's just pulling your antenna wire.
Well, I hope he was. I would have hate to miss that. Back to net control.
Oh man, I can't believe they actually did. I didn't know that. I'll have to ask Bill about that, or whoever was pulling the other things. That's awful that you. All right, very good. Danny, what's up?
Oh, not a whole lot. Hanging out here.
Well, you sound good tonight. A really strong signal from everybody so far tonight. And we even had them on the digital nets. It was very good.
Oh, okay. Well, you're sounding good tonight.
Well, very good. Anything good for the net tonight?
No, not that. I'll get you on the next one.
Very good. That was Danny. He's in up near Cottontown. Kilo Delta 4 Golf, Oscar, November. Another big signal. Who else is north?
WB0.
Were you giving Mark? Were you giving Robin some stuff to take down to his table down there in Huntsville?
No. I told him he'll just have to wait and take care of it in my estate sale.
Yeah, he's the estate sale guy, isn't
he? Yeah, he was giving me grief. At the Ham Fest, I came walking back past his booth and with a new radio under my arm, and he's just shaking his head and pointing his finger at me.
Yeah, he probably sees people buying stuff, and then he regrets that he tells them he shouldn't be doing that because now I'm gonna have to deal with it.
Yeah, well, tough. He doesn't have to deal with it. He can just say no.
Oh, absolutely. I years ago when I got involved in a lot of things, and I didn't really want to be involved in a lot of things, I learned to say no. I didn't even feel bad about it.
Yeah, that's a hard thing to do sometimes. But you do have to kind of learn how to say it. Some of that comes with age, though. It gets a little easier as you get older.
Yeah, you don't care if you hurt somebody's feelings. No, it's just no. They'll say, but why not? We want you to do that. I go, well, it's because I got other things I have to do, and I can't do everything you're asking me to do.
Yep. I've been on both ends of that. But anyway, that's all I got. Nothing for the net. I'll try out my new radio when you get to 6 meters.
Awesome. Well, very good. That's Mark with his new 6-meter radio coming up here in a little bit. That's Whiskey Bravo 0, November, Oscar in Northwest Wilson. Who else is north?
Whiskey 4, Juliet Delta Mike, John in Greenbrier.
Oh, John, you sound pretty good. Are you you sound like you're in an enclosure with an air conditioner running. What sounds a little odd. That's why I'm asking.
Just trying to get this radio programmed, and right now I've got the mic gain set for a different microphone, so it might sound a little bit beanier than it should. I apologize.
No apologies. I like to give reports like that just to make sure people know what they sound like. As long as I can hear somebody, I'm happy. I don't care if they're on an HT for that matter, as long as I can hear them. Which radio do you have?
Motorola FT
XTL 5000.
Okay, very good. Yeah, Motorola makes some great stuff, didn't they? At least for ham, for commercial that turned into ham radio. But I was going to ask you, are you running anything in the shack that's noisy?
Well, my power supply is like directly right behind this desk mic, and the desk mic is very sensitive, so that's probably what you're hearing, that fan that's in that power supply. That's my guess.
That's what I thought it might be a fan. That's why I said about like a window air conditioner noise or something, because I knew it was a fan. It sounded like a fan noise to me.
Well, I'll have to listen to the Facebook and see how obnoxious it is.
Oh, it's not obnoxious. I just thought I'd mention it. So, really, that was one of the, I don't know if you ever heard Bob Heil give that message. He says, you don't ever want a studio, like a recording studio microphone, a dynamic, I mean, not a dynamic, but the other one, can't think of the name of it right now, but you don't want one of those high-end microphones for a shack because it hears everything.
Yeah, I have a Heil Pro 40, I think is what it is, and it works really good, but it does pick up quite a bit too. Yeah, I'm using these Motorola desk mics on my UHF and VHF. I've got two of each. I've got one in the vehicle, or one set in the vehicle, and then one set here in the shack.
Yeah, no. Otherwise, your audio sounds good. It's just it's a little bit. I'll just call it very sharp. It doesn't seem to have a broad. It doesn't have much bass in it.
Okay, well that's good to know. Yeah, I'm still kind of tweaking a little bit of it, and it'll sound totally different in the vehicle because it's a different microphone. So I don't even know how it's gonna sound tinier or if it's gonna sound bassier or what. But we'll find out.
All right, very good. Well, nice to have you in there, John. That's John, and he's in Greenbrier. Big signal though, really, and the audio is very good. I mean, as far as intelligibility and as far as it's every word is nice and clear and concise. It's just not as that's what you kind of like, or at least some people like. It doesn't really matter in straight old communications, but just that broad frequency that you like to hear in a microphone. Anyway, we're not in the broadcasting business. Anyway, that was John in Greenbrier, Whiskey 4 Juliet Delta Mike. Good to have you in there. Who else is north? Over to the west.
KO4 OTV.
Hey, very good. Were you hearing everybody on the other digital nets today?
I could hear pretty much everybody on DMR, I think. I don't know if there was I even think Michael was trying to get to Charles over there.
Yeah, Mike could not, Charles could not hear Mike. That was the problem.
Okay, that's what it was. Yeah, I heard somebody call back out. I think he was trying to get a hold of Charles, but I was a little far from the radio.
Yeah, it's a weird, the reciprocity between Charles and Michael depends upon conditions, and I'm not sure exactly why that is. I'm guessing, and it is a guess, because Mike is on, I hear him perfectly. Charles, I never have a problem hearing Charles, but Mike's on the other side of I-40 and east of me about 2 miles. So I almost think it's a terrain issue with where Charles is down there in the low end of the, elevation down there in West Nashville. And Michael's up here behind, the interstate.
And that's probably what it is. It could be something as simple as a high rise even, but I have problems sometimes him hearing me, but I can hear him, so it's very strange.
Yeah, no, you've got a big signal to me. It really is. And his is, again, but he can hear things from east of me that I can't even hear. And we're only, like I said, only 2 miles apart.
Yeah, he's got to have something. I don't know what obstruction would be there, but it's, because I don't know. I know it's relatively flat over there for the most part by the interstate. I don't think there's any large hills or anything, but I do know there's a lot of construction going on, and there's some high rises also between us, I think. I think downtown, may be right in the middle of it. I'm not sure.
I'm going to have to do one of those, see what the terrain is between, West Nashville, Charles specifically, and him, see what's going on. But anyway, anything else on that, Joel?
No, that's it for me tonight. I'll catch y'all next with KO4 OTV.
Very good. That's Joel. He is he's west of Ashland City, out in the middle of nowhere. Kilo Oscar 4 Oscar Tango Victor. Who else is west? Go ahead, really.
Charles is trying to check in.
Charles in West Nashville?
Yes.
Or Charles, you're talking about Charles Welch?
Oh, yes. KG4SFF.
Okay, very good. Are you able to hear him?
No, I just got a message on the Facebook.
Okay, very good. So we're checking in a virtual check-in for Charles Kilo Bill 4 Sierra Foxtrot. He's on an HT, so I'm not sure where. I think he's up in Jolton area, but I'm definitely not. Well, usually I'm not going to hear him. So anyway, good to have you in there, Charles. I know you're moving sometime up over to Nevada, so let us know when that happens. All right, it was Charles in the I presume Jolton area. Kilo Bill 4 Sierra Foxtrot. Who else? Who did I just have in there from West? Anybody?
KG4ILV, Jack and Donaldson.
All right, we got Jack and Donaldson. We're going to call you Okra Jack. Is that okay?
Hey, that works. I've been called a lot worse.
I was going to tell you when we were talking about food yesterday or this morning or whatever it was that we do. Do you remember that I think it was a skit on Saturday Night Live with Steve Martin where he decided to come up with a new cola and he was going to call it Okra Cola and it was green.
Yeah, I remember that. That was great.
It was good. Anyway, anything good for that?
No, it was good seeing everybody at the breakfast this morning. All 6 of us.
Well, again, I don't know if you heard me at the front end. In email campaigns and in postal campaigns for ads, 2 to 3% is a normal response to like out of 200 we don't have quite 200. So out of 200 to get 6 is about 2.5–3%.
Hey, we're ahead of the game then. All right, thanks for doing that, Paul. I'll see you on the next one, KG4ILV.
We're statistically a success. Anyway, that was Jack and Donaldson, Kilo Golf for India Lima Victor. Who else is West?
Kilo Golf for Charlie Victor.
Hey, Mr. Doesn't eat breakfast anymore. How you doing, Greg?
No, I don't eat breakfast till the afternoon. But I had been on an eggs and bacon kick. Unfortunately, it was the false bacon today. And heard the International Space Station, an astronaut, at least his side of the QSO today.
Oh, cool. Who was he talking to? Do you remember? Which area?
Where what's the question?
Who was the guy in the space station talking to, in the States?
I'm not sure who he was talking to in the States. But yeah, on what was it, 145.8? I've been listening to that for years. It's the first time I've ever heard anything.
Oh, really? It's the first time. I had one here. It's probably been 5 or 6 or 7 years I heard them at one time, but I haven't done. I did see your note, but by the time I saw it, it was way past gone.
Yeah, I suspect you want some power and a beam to work them.
Well, yeah, but I said I heard them. I did not work them.
Yeah, first time I could be able to hear him. He was talking about his exercise routine and how they like to go to Mars and whatnot. So I don't know, it's kind of interesting.
Oh yeah, it would be. Yeah, that's just dreaming though, because he's going to be dead by the time anybody gets to Mars.
Comment.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, the space station will be right over us in about an hour, a little bit less than an hour, according to what I'm looking at, based on the path.
So like 8:20 maybe.
That's 58 minutes and 43 seconds.
58 puts it at 9:23 then.
And the pass should take 11 minutes and 7 seconds at 73 degrees.
All right, very good. From 9:23 till 9:40 or 34 or so. And the frequency again was what?
What was that?
What's the frequency again?
145.8, and then you transfer it just like on a repeater 145.2. Yeah, very cool. 73 degrees is going to be good because sometimes it's too low to see around it, too low of trees. So yeah, I've got an app downloaded that'll even alert you when the space station is going to be coming over. Anyway, I'll move on. KD4CV.
Yeah, very good. That's Greg, and he's in Antioch, giving us some information on the space station being overhead. A little later now, we get an update on that. And I think it was John, wasn't it, who said that?
Yeah, sorry, W4JDM. I should have given him a call, but yeah.
Oh, that's all right. After a while, I'm pretty good at just recognizing voices. We don't stand on formalities here, other than what the FCC requires. But I appreciate it, John. Anyway, 923. Somebody's interested. 923 space station on 145.8 to listen to. And if you want to talk to them, the offset's 145.2. All right. Anybody else south? I mean, west, excuse me.
KC4, thank you.
Yeah, very good, Charles. Does everybody sound good to you tonight?
Yeah, hearing everybody so far.
Yeah, we have excellent conditions tonight. I'm not sure what the reason is because there were bad conditions on some of the bands last time.
Yeah, me sitting over in my hole.
Yeah, what is your elevation? Do you remember?
About 530, I think.
Well, you're doing better than being down in the right down by the river, which is like 450, I think.
Yeah, I think about 33rd and Charlotte is where my biggest blockage is.
Yeah, well, you do well to me, so I'm not worried about who other people who can't hear you.
Yeah, I could hear Michael on C4FM like the last 2 minutes. He come in perfectly, and I was about to say something to him, but I just let it pass. But it all pays the same. But anyway, y'all have a good evening. I'll be sitting back listening. KC4, thank you.
All right, very good. That was Charles in West Nashville, Kilo Charlie 4 Tango November, Quebec. Michael, did you hear that? He was able to hear you just fine on that last transmission over on C4FM.
Oh, we're good.
Yeah, so we've had really good conditions tonight. Who else is west? Please come in. Nobody else west? We'll go to south. And we got RXKs in there, but first we got Tony KF4 KFQ in Smyrna. Did Ken blow you out of the water on the C4FM net?
No, because I don't get on the C4FM net.
I thought you had CF4M. Why do I think that?
Because you're senile?
No, it's just dementia.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, just have it's when I get off my meds that it's a problem.
Yeah, I've heard that.
So anything good going on in your sector?
I haven't done a blessed thing today. I mean, nothing of any consequence at all. Other than I picked up garbage on the back road, but then again, I'm always doing that.
Yeah, so you didn't get much rain today?
Yeah, and learned something new on connections, today's connections, and I'm not gonna spoil it for you, but I guess I cheated. I had to look something up because I just didn't quite understand it, but yeah. Anyway, you'll find it.
I'm not sure that's cheating though, because even though it's a game against yourself, and you know that you didn't know it initially. So if you look it up, you're just learning something.
Yeah, but at my age, that could be dangerous.
Oh no, it is dangerous.
Yeah. Anyway, now I'm gonna get out of the way and be respectful of the other people. Anyway, nothing else. KF4 KFQ.
You don't have to start being respectful now, Tony. That was Tony, KF4 KFQ, and he's in Smyrna. RXK, give me your full call again, please.
Good evening, Paul. WB9RXK, John from Iowa.
Yeah, very good. Were you here in town again, I take it?
Yeah, Paul, we just came in for a couple of days. Our daughter's having car trouble, so we dropped a car off for her, going back tomorrow. So all I got some HT this time, but yeah, we just came down for a couple of days, and nice checking in again.
Yeah, very good. You missed the breakfast this morning.
Yeah, I did. We had company over here, and we were busy with that. I would have liked to have made it there.
Yeah, no, it's good. It's always good, but it's good to have you in there. And how long were you here so far before today?
Oh, let's see, we came in Thursday, so we've only been here 3 days. We came in Thursday night, and it's kind of one of those get in and get out type things. We're coming down in 3 weeks. We're coming down on the 19th. We're flying in. And we're going to take the vehicle back with us to get hers repaired. With all of this messing around, we're still saving her a ton of money by not having to rent a vehicle. So we'll be back here on the 19th of August.
Yeah, very good. I was going to tell you something about that. I was just going to say, you got here during the good weather because, man, it was steamy, really hot before you got here.
Yeah, well, it's steamy enough for me right now.
it looks like we're going back into the sauna effect in eastern Iowa. They're calling for heat indices in the next couple of days, getting up there about 110. So it looks like we're going to go back to it.
Well, like I say, it is summer.
Yeah, that's what it is. That's what it is. It's always nice to come down here. It's a beautiful area of the country, I'll tell you.
Oh yeah, I think it's great. Anyway, anything else for the net, John?
No, I don't. Thanks for inviting me in, Paul.
Ah, very good. That's John. He's visiting again with his daughter here in Mount Juliet, and he is originally this was coming in from Iowa, Eastern Iowa, Whiskey Bravo 9 Romeo X-ray Kilo, and he's on an HT tonight in case you couldn't hear. Anyway, who else is Sal?
Coming.
Hey, go ahead, Michael.
Man, he's 60 over to me, so he must be close.
You might want to check the front yard. Anybody else? South, please come now.
Whiskey Victor 4 Delta, Ken Smyrna.
There was two people in there, but Ken won that one grandly. What's up, Ken?
Not much. Sorry about breakfast this morning. I had planned on coming. And about 10 o'clock when I came in from doing some yard work, I thought about it. Too late.
Well, there'll be another chance the second week in August, if you can.
I'd love to. Michael told me anytime bacon touched anything, it tastes better.
I told him it's probably, I've not tried, but I'm going to now. I'm going to put it on pecan pie.
Yep. Anyway, back to you, Paul. Thank you for what you do. I appreciate it. 10 years. Wow, that's getting close.
I know it, man. 10 years. Like I said, it lasted longer than my first marriage. Whiskey Victor 4 Delta. That's Ken in Smyrna. Big signal. Who else is south? Very good. I hear you better on C4FM tonight than you do. I mean, I still copy you well there, Larry, but you're a little bit of noise in there. So it's kind of weird that C4M performed, that D-Star performed better than FM. No, I won't understand it, and I will never understand how they can change so rapidly these conditions under different modes. That was Kilo Echo 4 Sierra Yankee Victor. He is in Rockville. That's Larry. Who else is south? South or east?
KM4 or YRF?
Hello. KM4. Let's see. You do something a little different than I do when you do the nets. You actually have a pause after somebody gives their call because you're writing it down. I try to write it down as they say it, and I screw it up more often than not.
Well, I started out doing that, but then I learned it's better to have a 5-second pause than to screw up the call sign. And I couldn't hear Larry at all tonight. He just broke the squelch.
No, like I said, it was noisy, but it was a full copy. It was just a lot of static in it. It was no big deal. I mean, we could have had a conversation, but I was just amazed because on D-Star he was clear as a bell.
How many did you have on D-Star?
47.
4.
4 actually, yeah. The 7 I threw in there.
He had 7 on C4 FM.
Oh, very good. Yeah, I thought I heard you say 7. I had stepped away from the radio for a second. I'm pretty sure I got to ask Larry again if he had 4 because I might have missed one, but I'm not positive. I'll have to find out from somebody. Jack, do you know?
Don't have a clue.
Say again, Larry.
We had 4.
Okay, very good. Very good. Just a low night. I got it. Very good. Appreciate what you do over there, though. That was Larry confirming there was only 4 on D-Star. So if you got D-Star, you need to jump in there because we've got people strategically located in this locale so we can hear everybody. It doesn't matter where you're. It doesn't matter if you're Kentucky, we can hear you. It doesn't matter. Memphis, anywhere. Just you name it. Cookville, we can hear you. Huntsville, it doesn't matter. Anyway, who else is, that was Mike, by the way. Anyway, you got anything else on that, Mike?
That's it for me, Paul. Thank you for doing the net. Back to the next show.
Very good. Who else is, where was I? East. Nobody else east?
Kilo India 4 Zulu Delta Golf.
What was your first part of that again, Kevin?
Kilo India.
I don't know. For some reason, I had in my mind it's whiskey, and he threw me a curve with the whiskey. That's funny. I didn't remember that. Very good. How are you doing? You doing all right?
Yeah, doing well. Doing well. Forgot about the breakfast this morning.
Yeah, that's all right. Can't. Well, again, it's 8 o'clock on a Saturday is tough for a lot of people.
Yeah, y'all were doing it at 10 for a few weeks there, and that worked out a little bit better where I was able to make it. But yeah, I understand it's got to be. You can't please everybody.
Well, the beauty of 8 a.m. is, you can be there for an hour or an hour and a half or whatever, and then just leave. And if you so you leave most of the day open. If we have it later, then you're tying up almost the whole morning until noon.
Yeah, it does. You got I guess pluses and minuses either way.
Of course, when you show up late, you gotta fight over the scraps of bacon.
You just get more grease in the bottom of the pan, makes everything taste better.
I know it, man. Bacon on bacon tastes better.
Oh yeah. What they had when we were on our cruise the other week, they had these little. I don't remember what they called it, but it was it was basically shrimp and grits with bacon wrapped shrimp, and it was delicious. But they didn't call it that. They were trying to be more highfalutin than shrimp and grits.
I tell you what, it's hard to make grits highfalutin.
That's what I was thinking, because when it came out, I was like, this is just shrimp and grits.
I don't think I've ever seen shrimp with grits.
I can go to South Carolina. You can see it all over the place down there.
Oh, I'll bet. I'm going to tell my grit story again. When I was in grade school, this one girl, I don't know why, her name was Judy Corbett. She was from South Carolina. And she lived a couple of blocks from me, a couple of streets over. But she was brand new to the school. Her parents moved up here because her dad was working on one of the big projects up in where I live. And I don't know if she stayed more than a few years because of that. But what I'm going to say is that she invited me over to dinner, which is what people used to do. And, it was back in about 1958, maybe. And went over there for dinner and, walked over there. And we had dinner and they served. Now, again, South Carolina accent, thick compared to us up in Western New York. And they had grits. And I had never eaten grits before. I might have had hominy, but I never had grits. I had grits, and I said, man, that's great. I liked it, man. No big deal. Went home and I told my mom, I said, we need to buy some grits. So from then on, we had grits, not every week, but we had it more often. We never had it before that. And all of a sudden, there's this Western New York on the Canadian border eating grits for meals.
That's pretty funny. Yeah, I really didn't ever, maybe every once in a while, like once every 3 to 5 years we had grits, but I didn't really ever grow up on grits. And just going, I guess as I've been an adult, being down in South Carolina or whatever, I've tried it down there, and then occasionally you'll see it at a restaurant here. But yeah, I mean, it's all right. It's nothing special.
Well, what I do with grits, and I do it with rice too. I don't make too much rice too often, or grits too often now. But if I make too much grits, I just save it, and then I put it in milk in the morning for breakfast, and put brown sugar on it and eat it that way.
Yeah, that'd be all right. That'd be all right. I guess what you can get grits at Waffle House, can't you?
I don't know. I haven't been in Waffle House so long. I don't know. I think you can.
Or maybe I'm thinking at Cracker Barrel. I don't know. I hadn't been to Cracker Barrel since they changed their menu a few months ago, and I haven't been back since.
Golden Corral's got grits and cheese grits.
Yeah. Well, taking up everybody else's time here, I'll hop off and let you get to it. I appreciate what you do, Paul.
All right, very good. That was Kevin. He's here in Mount Juliet, Kilo India 4, Zulu Delta Golf, and big signal as it would be from here, be a big signal with HT from where he is. With a grits discussion. We went from okra at breakfast to grits now. Who else is any place, anywhere? Please come on.
Whiskey Alpha 5, Romeo India Papa, and Lebanon.
Man, I haven't heard from you in ages. How you doing, Michael?
Doing pretty darn good. I was going to check my signal tonight because I pushed my antenna up another 10 foot.
No, you're actually, are you real close to the mic, or do you have a big gain on the mic? Because it's really, it's loud, and it's a little bit, I'll just say, what's the word? Muffled.
Well, how is that? I moved it down just a little bit.
Yeah, that's much better. You sound great.
Had it too close to the mouth because I was trying to drink water a while ago when you were talking about grits and bacon because I'm thinking about breakfast.
I'm always, I told when I married my wife, when I met her, 13 years ago, she'd ask me about dinner, and I said, she said, "Are you hungry?" And I said, "You don't need to ever ask me that, ever. I'm always hungry. Even after I eat a dinner, I'm hungry."
Yeah, I go back to Hank Jr. He said, "I can't take no little Danish roll. Let's have ham and grits."
I told him at breakfast this morning I did that. I was going out to run an errand this morning over to Providence, and I wasn't going to the store. I wasn't going to a grocery store or a food store or anything. And I was sitting in traffic. I was sitting there. I was actually fantasizing that I go into Kroger and buy four apple fritters, the deep fried apple fritters, and eat them all while I was out there.
I started to tell you when you started up that I was a lifelong bacon lover and a late in life grits lover.
Oh, those are the things that make life enjoyable. I mean, you can't say. I mean, I don't eat a lot of bacon and I don't eat a lot of grits, but those are the things that make it enjoyable.
Well, I didn't find out till later in life that grits is actually one of the better things you can have for breakfast, especially if you got diabetes or something along those lines, because it kind of lowers those. Not if you cover it in sugar and butter like some people do. I used to just put salt and butter on mine, though.
Oh yeah, that's don't even talk about that now. I want to go make some grits.
Well, I won't hold you up. I just wanted to look at your meter, check my antenna out, and see how I was doing. Like I said, I had a young man come over and do some work for me, and he pushed my antenna up another 10 foot. So this 510 seems like it's doing all right tonight.
Oh, it's doing great. You got a big, strong audio. It's FS8, as you probably noticed on the screen. It's really a big audio to me.
Well, to be honest with you, this is the best I've heard you in a long time. Most of the time, I can't hear you hardly at all with some of the noise out there. But tonight, you're coming in great.
Huh, must have been the little rainfall we had here cleared it up.
You might have. I'll let you get back to it. I appreciate you being out there, Paul, and being able to check my antenna off your Simplex deck. You have a good evening. Whiskey Alpha 5, Romeo India Papa.
Yeah, very good. I always think of the net, not always that way, but it's a good way for people to check out their systems to see how they're working. And we give that reference point here with the display where you can see how well you do. Maybe compare it to previous nights, but again, conditions change everything. Anyway, that was Michael, by the way, Whiskey Alpha 5, Romeo India Papa, and he's over in Lebanon. Who else is any place anywhere?
KK5S.
Hold on. I did hear KK5S, and that's Kerry, who was at the breakfast this morning. It's good to see him. And there's somebody else, so hang on. What's going on, Kerry?
I was just trying to get in here and get a check in and get a word in edgewise tonight.
That's busy. Well, we're doing okay. We got nigh on 20 in there tonight.
Yeah, I've just been sitting here waiting my turn.
Yeah, very good. Anything good go on since I saw you this morning?
Got the grass cut. That's about it.
Nah, I didn't even do that. Didn't do a lick since I went home.
Yeah, and just trying to get everything cleaned up around here. Got a little bit of rain this afternoon to help it out.
Oh yeah, no, it's the grass is calling my name for tomorrow if it doesn't rain.
Well, at least all the brown spots were gone out of my yard.
Oh yeah, I noticed that as I went out to the breakfast this morning. If people have their eyes open and you go out and you see the lawn, it looks so lush. Everybody's lawn looks lush, and the trees are all solid green, and the ones that are flowering got their flowers out. It's really pretty.
Yes, absolutely.
But some people don't. I know there's some people who don't pay attention to that, but I'm guessing that most hams do.
If you say so.
Yeah, I do. Anything else on that, Kerry?
That's it, my friend.
Very good. That's Kerry. Kilo 5 Sierra. He's in Baird's Mill. Who else is? Baird's Mill. Who else is any place anywhere?
K3CTP.
Hey, where you been, Brian?
I went to work. And I just got out at 8 o'clock.
Awesome. Making any money?
Well, I managed to sell 4 more guns. So I mean, that's it. Line them go. Buying them like there's no tomorrow.
You got their name and addresses so I can send them up to the FBI?
No. We don't keep somebody keeps it, but I don't. I just enjoy making sure everybody's smart.
Well, they supposedly, I think we've talked about that before. Supposedly, on those FBI background checks or whatever they call them, that all the FFLs have to abide by. They say they don't keep those records, but I'm not sure that's true.
No, you got, as an FFL, you got to keep records forever. You keep files for the FBI or look at it. They're not supposed to take pictures and all, but they do.
Yeah, you got a little bit noisy there. No, you're no, I meant the FBI is not supposed to keep those records on the requests. And I'm kind of betting they do, though.
Well, ours all go to the TBI. Basically, they go to Tennessee Bureau, and they do the clearing of all the people's backgrounds. And it just gets it back to a form that gets filed in the office there. Massive fire.
Huh, I didn't know that. It was TBI. So all the FFLs here report to the TBI?
Yeah, Tennessee Bureau of Investigation does all what they call ticket checks.
No, I didn't realize. I always thought for since it went to the FBI.
No, that's a state thing. That keep the rules, so to speak, with there's not, I mean, if somebody went through it, you could find out what anybody had, but it would take forever. I mean, we sell probably maybe 30 to 40 weapons a day.
Oh, I can't imagine that when you think of all the vendors, the FFLs just in Tennessee. I don't know how they'd be able to keep any records.
Well, they have a way of doing, they've got a camera that they do. At least I've been told this. What it does is it can take frames, so they can basically just sort of thumb through them and get most of them copied. So if they wanted to, they could do that. But all it's there for is if something comes down, somebody does something, they'll figure out where it was sold and how it was sold. You know, did it get sold with somebody? You know, it's all just a snapshot in time. I mean, he was perfectly right when he bought the gun today. I don't know what he does when he fell down the stairs and decided to, kill somebody.
No, I got it. I'm just curious. Everything else going okay?
Yeah, I've been feeling kind of funky though. I don't know. I missed the breakfast, so I'm missing all that bacon. But I don't know. Might be some kind of cold coming on or whatever, but it's just for about 4 or 5 days.
Huh. Well, I hope you feel better.
Yeah, me too. I got to work tomorrow, and then I got to go to the Fiber show on Monday and Tuesday, and hopefully I can get a free ticket to the floor.
Take 2 aspirin and go to bed when you get home.
That's what I've been doing, and everybody's thinking I'm, getting ready to die or something.
No, sleep and rest and aspirin and fluids make a heck of a difference.
Oh yeah, well, I'll try. I think it's the 27th. Is it 27th? No, tomorrow's 27th, right?
No, this is the 27th.
Well, there I am. I'm a day late. Well, anyhow, I made it to the net.
All right, very good. That was Brian, Kilo Alpha 3, Charlie Tango Papa. He's mobile, but he's on his way home to Hendersonville. Who else is anyplace, anywhere? Anybody copying that squelch breaker? It's a big squelch breaker. I can't. Nobody copying that?
Nope.
It's a good solid sauce. It's a good solid squelch, but I can't hear it at all. Sorry about that. Get up on the if you can get on the chat on the YouTube on the live streaming if you can, or just send me an email at k4pew@arrl.net. K4pew. Anyway, give it a try. I'm kind of surprised. There is a fellow I was hoping would get in there, and it's a brand new ham. He just got licensed. What's today? Saturday. I think it was Thursday, and he just has an HT. And I was hoping I didn't get back to him, and he might even be listening to me right now. But I didn't get back to him on the email because he emailed me I think yesterday, and I didn't. Anyway, he only has an HT, so it's a little rough. But he's in Hermitage, I believe. Anybody else? Try again on that last station. All right, didn't try, but I don't know what story was on it. Anybody else anywhere? Well, good. Then we're going for the big important list: the sandbaggers, lollygaggers, lurkers, skulkers, slackers, lackeys, toadies, lackards, repeater chunkers, the shape-shifting lizard people, the moon landing deniers, flat earthers, and the scanner listeners. The scanner listeners, of course, have to email me or text me. And anybody else in those categories?
November 4, Lincoln. K1SP.
Hold on, yeah, there's two in. Hold on, one there, Scott. I don't want to miss that other party. Who was that other party?
It's Logan.
Oh, Logan. That was you got your say it again, Logan.
The November 4, Lima Charlie, Logan, Lebanon.
Ah, very good. Got you in there. Hold on one second, Logan. Unless you're in a hurry.
I got time.
All right, very good. How you doing, Scott?
Well, doing well. I just woke up from a nap, so you should have said sleepyhead.
Oh yeah, I think what is a term? It feels like you got cotton in your head or something, right?
Yeah, pretty much. Alrighty, we'll carry on. K1SPD.
All right, very good. That's Scott, K1SPD, and he's in Laverne, Big Signal. And Logan, you sound really good tonight.
Yeah, copy that. Yeah, we're on the ground plane in the attic. Yep. I just turned the radio on and turned it on to what sounded like the last call for the flat earthers and the sandbaggers and stuff. And I guess that's me.
No, we'll just go. You can be the sandbagger. You don't have to unless you are a flat earther. I mean, you got to own up to it, you know.
Nah.
Yeah, very good. I was telling people that it's hard to be a flat earther if you've ever either flown or been at sea. And at sea, I was telling people that when I was a lookout on a ship in the middle of the ocean, that's one of the things you train for. You're looking for, not at night, it's difficult to see things, but all ships have mast lights. And the mast lights are usually anywhere from 30 to, depending upon the size of the ship, 30 to 70 feet above the water. So there are times you'll see a light on the horizon, and all you'll see is a light, and it intermittently gets on there because it's actually about 18 miles away. But you can just see the mast light, so you can report there is a ship. You just don't know how big it is. You don't know what it is, but it's out there. And so, but if the earth was flat, you'd see the hull. You'd see the green, you'd see the starboard light or the stern light or the port light, But anyway, I just thought it was interesting that people have never done that. They don't understand that.
Oh yeah. And even like flying like in a jetliner, being up that high, you can almost see like the horizon, like the curvature of the earth. It's hard to believe something like that when you've done that.
Oh, I've never seen it up that high. I don't think I have. But yeah, I know what you're talking about. I've seen the images of it on videos and stuff. It's really impressive, especially that guy. The images from the SR-71.
Oh yeah, it's pretty cool. Yeah, like those biplanes and stuff. Like one of them at the airport, the videos of them, they get so high, like you can really see it up there. Pretty cool stuff. Yeah.
I'm surprised that. Well, I guess the SR-71 comes closest to being actually in space. I mean, I don't know what the orbit is, but I think it's close to. I don't even know what it is. 40 miles up, 50 miles up.
It's pretty high. Yeah, I've seen a couple of videos. I'm trying to think of the name of it. It's like the airport uses something like that now, and they have to wear like literally almost like space suits, like what they wore in the spaceship, like those big old orange suits. I think it's the U-2 spy plane, but the videos from it are like incredible, like what the Earth looks like from it.
Oh yeah, I've seen it, and the people who go up and who were visitors, man, they say it's earth shattering to their brain to see it.
Yeah, it's pretty wild. Like they've got a whole team like dedicated to that one plane, and they got the little chase car that chases after it. Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Did you ever What was I going to tell you about that? Yeah, though they actually could try to imagine the cost just to put one of those up in the air, considering the whole team, and it's only up there for a few hours. And in that case, when they're just flying, just a little flight. But then when they go out on a long flight, just try to imagine how much money that is going up there.
Oh yeah, it has to be pretty expensive, and it's almost like the plane does a controlled crash at the landing because it really doesn't have wheels. It's kind of, it like touches down and then it just kind of bounces like on its wing in a way. It's like a controlled crash.
Yeah, I think they have little wheels on the wings or something like that, don't they? Or feelers or something.
Yeah, it's something similar to that.
Anyway, anything else for that, Logan?
That's all I got. Everybody have a good night. November 4, Lima Lima Charlie.
Very good. That's Logan. He's in Lebanon, November 4, Lima Lima Charlie. Anybody else? Got any more lollygaggers, lurkers, or whatever, etc.? All right, very good. We had 22 in there tonight. We're going to go right over. Okay, we're going to move over to. Well, no, we're not going to move over anywhere at the moment. Do anybody have anything for the buy, sell, swap, and swindle net? I'm telling you, it's a good opportunity. Let's put it this way. Don't hesitate to tell me or post it yourself to the group, because we have around almost 200 potential buyers for things, or 200 potential sellers if you're looking for something. Every ham, it's rare to have the ham who has only what he needs. Everybody's got spare stuff. So don't hesitate to ask him. If you got something to sell, just put it up on the web, on the group site, or just tell me about it and I'll put it up there for you. All right, then we'll move. Nobody's game for that. All righty, then we're going to go over to 144.240 upper sideband. We'll see you there. All righty, I'm on 144.240 looking for check-ins from, where was it? From the north. Please come down. Nothing from the north.
WB0NOO. Took me a minute to get here.
I assumed that's why I was waiting. Figured somebody was going to. It takes a minute sometimes to slide over there. It was Mark from Northwest Wilson. Good signal. Who else has Whiskey Bravo 0 November Oscar? Who else is north? Very good. Big signal from Danny up there in near Cottontown. KD4GON. Anybody else north? Over the west.
KD4 LV.
Wait a minute. I think I heard Larry in there. Is that Larry? Kilo Bravo 5. And I forget the suffix. One more time. Kilo Bravo 5. Oh, yeah, there we go. I hadn't talked to you in a while, but I'm glad you checked in. Are you home?
Yeah, I'm home. Just sitting here talking to my analyst to you guys on 415. I think USB, though, it's not USB on here, so it's kind of weird.
Well, once I put my headphones on, I can hear you much better. So it actually either improved or just putting my headphones. I normally, it's loud enough with the headphones that I just cock them back so it's partially on my ear. And once I pushed it on, I can hear you just fine.
Okay, well, usually you're always a bit strong to 2.5 copy, but going to 2.5 down to like 2.5. That's all I have.
Yeah, there's quite a bit of, I'll just say hash on the signal today. Anything else for the net? Very good. That's Larry, Kilo Bravo 5, Echo, Charlie Victor, and he's in. You're not going to believe I remembered this. Lyle, Lyle, Tennessee. Who else is north or west?
KG4 LV.
See, now I'm sorry I put the headphones on. Jack, you about blew my eardrums out.
Sorry about that.
No, it's my fault. I need an attenuator on these things for local people. Anyway, it was Jack, Kilo Golf 4, India Lima Victor, big signal. Who else is west?
Kilo Delta 4 Charlie Victor Echo.
Yeah, we have. There's occasions that some of us have go over actually to this frequency because it has good propagation all the way around locally, which isn't always true about FM. Anyway, that's Greg, Kilo Delta 4 Charlie Victor Echo. Who else is west?
KC4 TNQ.
Yeah, another big signal from Charles. in West Nashville. Kilo Charlie 4 Tango November, Quebec. Are you copying everybody tonight?
Yeah, I could even hear the fellow in Lyle, but I couldn't hear you. I never did get his suffix.
Oh, it's Echo Charlie Victor. Yeah, he was a little weak, I think. I don't think it was just my earphones, but a little weak on the initial contact.
Yeah, he was a little light on me, but I can hear him.
Yeah, no kidding. He was way in the background at first, but once I put the headphones on, I could hear him just fine. Yeah, so I'm glad you could hear him as well. I don't know if you can hear that, Larry, but Charles in West Nashville could hear you as well. And that's Kilo Charlie 4 Tango November, Quebec. Who else is West? Is there anybody else West? Yeah, I feel like I'm hearing something, but I don't think it is. Who else is West or South? KF4, KFQ, you sound good. Are you copying anybody else well tonight, Tony?
Best I can tell, I'm hearing everybody.
Awesome. Were you able to hear Lyle, that Echo Charlie Victor station at all?
Yeah, he was low and weak, but yeah, I heard him.
Awesome. Yeah. So conditions are good for for sideband, which is not too surprising. Well, very good. I'm glad you could hear him. Just means that conditions are better than I thought they were. That was Tony, KF4, KFQ in Smyrna. Who else is South? Hey, very good. You woke up a little more. That was Scott. I see you woke up a little more.
Yeah.
Very good. That's Scott in Laverne, big signal. Who else is South? And who else is East?
KM4 YRF.
Very good. I need a mute switch for my headphones. You know that. That was KM4 YRF here in East. East over. I'll call it East Nashville. I'm East Nashville. East Mount Juliet. And we pride ourselves in Mount Juliet as being not in Nashville. That's what the rule is here. Is anybody else East?
KK5S.
The KK5S. That's, of course, that's Carrie and Baird's Mill. You sound good tonight. You weren't copying at Lyle Station, were you? All right, very good. I just figured you're far enough southeast it would be difficult because of the terrain issues. But anyway, yeah, he'd copy into Smyrna and also to me and quite other people. It's interesting from all the way from Lyle. Who else is East?
KF4 ZDG.
Hey, very good. You copying anybody?
Yeah, it actually it sounds really good. It almost sounds like FM this evening.
Oh yeah, you sound as if you're on FM directly to me. I mean, it's really. Of course, again, you're pretty close. Anyway, that was Kevin here in Mount Juliet, Kilo India 4 Zulu Delta Golf. Who else? Any place? Or well, East. We'll finish up East. Anybody copying East from me? Michael, you're gonna have to light a fire under stand next net.
I'm gonna do that.
I'm telling you, man. He's slacking off here. Anyway, anybody else, any place, anywhere? North, south, east, or west, or any of the points in between, please come in. Ships at sea, dirigibles in the air, barges on the Cumberland. All right, that's enough. I think we had a big night for that. We had 9, 10, 11, 12 in there tonight on sideband. Okay, we're going to go right over to, where am I going? Oh, yeah, I'm going over to 6 meters, 50.135. 50.135, we'll see that in K4 PW. Yeah, right, I'm here in 50.135. Looking for check-ins from the north. Please come now.
WB0LO.
Whiskey, boy, that's a big signal. Hey, which antenna are you using for the 6 meters, Mark?
I'm on my all-band wire. All center fed April.
Man, you're killing me. You got a huge signal on 6 meters.
Well, that's good.
No, it is good. I was shocking how loud it was. Whiskey Bravo 0, November Oscar, and it's Mark and Northwest Wilson. Who else is north? All right, Danny, yours isn't as big, but I got a good solid copy on you. Kilo Delta 4 Golf, Oscar November near Cottontown. Who else is north? Anybody copying any that can't? All right, over to the west then.
OTV.
Yeah, good solid signal there. Were you on the sideband on 144 240, Joel?
No, I don't have that mode. I think I only have two, and that's one of them.
Man, okay. This is an edict. You got to go get it, man. What can I tell you?
Yeah, I think it's sideband and C4 FM.
Yeah, I know. I got you. No, it's just it's a neat. It really is a neat band to have, that sideband on 2 meters. It's just really great for local communications.
I was talking to Greg about that the other day, OCD up in Pleasant View, and we were talking about that mode. I said, I don't know if anybody else that uses it, but the guys on the net.
Well, what's funny is it's actually it seems to get out better under all conditions than FM does.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. I wished I had it.
Well, like I said, you got to get it now.
I know, right? I got to find something that's under the $400 mark.
Oh, I know. I realize that. It's hard to find a standalone rig for 220. Well, you can get. I'll have to ask about that. Look up a transverter for. I don't know if you can get a transverter. I guess you can. Look that up. I don't even know. I'm asking like a dummy here. Hey, Mark, are you still there? Can you get a transverter for 144 240 on a normal sideband rig?
Man, I don't know, Paul. I haven't seen them in years, but I go to used to with you.
Yeah, okay. That's one of the used to be available. All right, we'd have to research that. But again, the next radio you buy, you just need to get like the 991 like mine. But I'm sure that there's other radios like the 897, 857's got it. This 991 for Yaesu's got it. I don't know about the ICOM radio, but I'm pretty sure like the 746 Mark II-G has the sideband. Anybody know about that on 2 meters? Okay, no answers. No big deal. Anyway, that was Joel up there west of Ashland City. Who else is west?
Kilo Delta 4 Charlie Victor Echo.
Very good. Kilo Delta 4 Charlie Victor Echo. Where is he? Oh, he's in Antioch. That's Greg. Kilo Delta 4 Charlie Victor Echo. Who else is west? All right, I believe I heard Kilo Charlie 4 TNQ. A very low signal, but I did copy. Who was the other station? Very good. I got you in there. I'm glad I'm wearing the headphones because I don't think I would have heard either one of you. But Jack was Kilo Golf 4 India Lima Victor, the last one. Low, but good copy, and really low. And I'm just glad I got good ears and a good headset. Anyway, and then Charles in West Nashville, Kilo Charlie 4 Tango November Quebec. How are you, Jack? How are you copying people where you are on 6 meters? Yeah, okay. I assume so. Very good. Who else is wherever I was? West. Yeah, go ahead, Greg.
Yeah, every band is really good to me tonight. They've all been controlled.
Yeah, well, again, it's a little tough for Jack and for Charles tonight on 6 meters, but 2 meters upper sideband was outrageously good.
Yeah, I think we're benefiting from the solar flare.
I don't know, but the solar flare was pointed in the other direction. Yeah, that's what they said. It was pointed, like on the back of the sun, so doing stuff behind our back.
There we go.
Maybe it just scared all the other flares to do something about it. Anyway, who else is west? I think I hear Kilo Bravo 5 Echo Charlie Victor. Is that you, Larry? Ah, very good. Got you in there. It's a little weak copy, but it's fully readable, so that's cool. On 6 meters, Kilo Bravo 5 Echo Charlie Victor. Glad to have you in there again. Who else is west? I hear voices, but I can't determine if they're mine. Who else? Anybody hear that? All right, we'll move to the south then. Very good. Got you in there. Not a big signal, but a readable signal there, Scott. Kilo 1 Sierra Papa Delta. Who else is south? Is there somebody in there that I can't hear? All righty, from the south or east.
KM4 YRF.
Very good. I got Michael in there who owes me some hearing aids now that I can't hear anything. Kilo Mike 4 Yankee Romeo 5. Sounded like FM in here on this band here, Michael. Anybody else east? Very good. We got Kevin in there. Kilo India 4 Zulu Delta Golf in I'll call it East. I'm going to change it. It's East Mount Juliet. KI4ZDG. It's all Zulu Delta Golf. Who else is east or anywhere? Anybody east or anywhere? Anybody copying anything I can't hear? Very good. Well, we had 12 on 2-meter upper sideband. We had 11 on upper sideband, which is outrageously good for on the 6 meters, because we normally don't get that many on 6 meters. Often it's like 6, 7, 8, 9 in that area. Anyway, good to have everybody in there. So we're going to wrap this up. I'm going to wrap up the Facebook feed and the YouTube feed, and we're going to go over to our secret frequency on 223.415. Just don't tell anybody about it. We'll see everybody later. Appreciate you being there. K4PEW. Goodbye, Logan.